Good evening, good morning. I don't know when you're gonna watch this, but whatever time of day it is, how y'all doing? Y'all real good? My name is Rob, and I'm an organizational growth consultant at Fired Up. And today, right now, in this present moment, I get to have a conversation with a young man who I've grown to admire, respect, and he is my brother. So I want to introduce everybody to Jonah. Jonah is the IFC president at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in Troy, New York. So, Jonah, introduce yourself to the people.
You got it, Rob. My name's Jonah. I'm a senior. I go to school at RPI in upstate New York. I've been involved in this fraternity thing for about 3.5 years now, and absolutely no regrets. I'm addicted to it. I love how fraternities can organize in unique ways and grow, and how that growth can really help us change the world.
Yeah. And I need y'all to know something. Like when it comes to somebody that's doing it on a whole different level, my boy Jonah, oh man, he's doing it on a whole different level. And I got a chance to meet Jonah almost a month ago, maybe Jonah, almost a month ago. So me and Matt, we went to RPI to do some work with their IFC community, but I decided to arrive a day early, and Jonah and I connected, and we hit the ground running, and we just started driving names on our names list. But it was so crazy how it all happened. So Jonah, I want you to tell the people like what we did, like what that looked like, that whole process.
Yeah, Rob got in. What about noon is when you got in, but you were traveling for a bit, so you took a nap, as you should.
Yeah, I had to take a nap. I had to.
Rob took a nap. We planned on dinner basically, and so I picked up Rob after about 4 or 5 o'clock. And what happened is there's actually a sophomore event on campus the same day I was picking Rob up from the airport. So I was like, Rob, let's go to the sophomore event. We can only recruit sophomores this fall. Let's go shake some hands, basically. And he was like, you know what, Jonah, I was doing this a week ago with another IFC, and they had the survey, and he texted the right people. We got the survey in like 15 minutes, printed it out, had to use somebody's computer because we didn't have one. So we had to shake hands just to get the survey so we could go shake some more hands. It was kind of a process that night, but right. Within an hour we were at the sophomore event, just meeting new people. I mean, Rob was completely new to this campus, but he sat down with RPI sophomores and just listened to them and took the survey down, got their contact information. We raffled off a Amazon $50 gift card for the day, but we collected about 60 names in about a half an hour, both between Rob and I.
For sure, and that's something a lot of people don't do, Jonah. The fact that we were able to get out there and shake hands and meet more people and drive our names list up. Listen, guys, what Jonah didn't tell you guys is that he got more names than I did, but I let him slide on that. You know, I wanted him to win. It's his campus. I can't make him look bad. But talk about how us doing that helped set up IFC to realize and experience the growth goals that you all had for yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, to give you some background on this, 5 years ago, the IFC at RPI was about 1,200 men deep. When Rob got on campus, we were about 430 men deep. So this was a serious turnaround point for us. We weren't quite sure, or at least our chapters weren't quite sure what's possible with recruitment. So by Rob and I doing this on Saturday night, and going out in about a half hour, 45 minutes, getting 60 names on our list, we could take it to the chapters on Sunday and tell a story about how this is possible, about how this is how we can recruit. It works on our campus with our students. And it was kind of a kickstart or a fire starter of a bonfire that's now grown into the last 4 weeks of recruitment.
I mean, Jonah, you just said it. Like we got out in about 30 to 45 minutes and got about 64 names on in one day, Jonah, 2 people. Now, if we did the math on that, if we had more people and we added more time, think about the possibilities of truly growing an IFC community. So talk to me about some of the successes that some of the chapters have seen. Talk to me about kind of the mindset of the community after Matt and I left going into recruitment season.
Yeah, we've got 2 more weeks of recruitment, and already we've given more bids than we gave last spring as a community. And last spring was a primary recruitment with freshmen. And so this is our chapters are hitting the ground running. And really the reason this names list is working and why we start with a names list is because you can't recruit who you don't know. I mean, that's number one. And our events, right? There's this idea where, okay, we're all back on campus now, so we're going to host events and people are going to come. We can't assume that the top men on our campus are going to be coming to our events, and those are the guys we're looking for. So we got to go out and meet them. We're still hosting events. So we've had some great ones. We had a hog roast. We had a car bash, right? One of our chapters bought a car. We bashed it up. We're still having fun, but we can't assume that the top men on our campus are coming to those events. So we have to go find them and then invite them to come hang out with us. And that's what our chapters have been doing.
So let me ask you a question. When we got those names, when we were out at that sophomore event, what did we do with those names, Jonah? Like, what was the next step for you all after we got these names?
Well, I spent about an hour and I typed in all those names and phone numbers in the chapter builder. We have an IFC dashboard. And so I typed into the IFC dashboard and it populates into all of our chapters, chapter builder accounts. So they all have these names. It says it's from the IFC and they're all ready to go and reach out to them.
So right now, I need you to be how can I say this? I need you to be a chapter builder, Baptist, Pentecostal. I need you to be
evangelist.
I need you to be an evangelist right now, because Jonah, it's amazing to me that we have organizations across the country who have chapter builder accounts, but they're not utilizing chapter builder to really experience the growth that they say that they desire. So if you had to convert these non-believers, like, what would you say to them right now?
Man, when you graduate from college in the year or 2 years that you have left and you get into the workforce, you're going to use this thing called a CRM tool. It's a tool that's been designed by companies for the last 100 years. They've figured out it's the most efficient way to do things that they need to do. And Phired built one specifically for fraternities, and you get access to it for free. It's just technology that helps you organize your recruitment. It takes the stress off of you if you're a recruitment chair. I mean, sure, you could put it into a Google Sheet and you can spend an hour with your team typing in all the phone numbers and sending individual texts, or you can go on Chapter Builder. It's about 6 clicks. I did it on Sunday. You send out a mass text inviting everyone to your next hog roast, whatever you're doing. It's just so much easier. You can track where everyone is, where they came to events, if they sign in. It does everything for you. It takes the stress off of recruitment. And if that's what you're looking for, Chapter Builder is the way to go.